Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. This is Amanda with Fallside Loops. It has been a hot minute since I've made any kind of video. There's a lot that has happened in life, and every time I go to pick the channel up again, it feels like, I don't know, life happens. So I'm gonna try a vlog today. I'm actually working on a crochet hexagon cardigan for my daughter. So this is one side that's done, and this will be the second one I've made. I did start one of these, but I never finished it, so we all know how that goes. But so far it's coming out great. I'm learning with this kind of cardigan, the way it works up, it's really cool, but you have to extend the back. If you don't extend the back, it doesn't work out. I finished that one that I made for my daughter, and it was like this. The back wasn't wide enough. So I wanted to hop on here. I'm actually getting ready to get my hair done. As you can see, my hair is very wild today, but I'm gonna get my hair cut. I do that once, maybe every year. So it's a very big treat for me today. And while I'm there, I am gonna go pop into Michael's and kind of look at some yarn. I don't feel like Michael's has a huge selection at the one that is closest to me. I mean, every Michael's is different. I went to a Michael's in San Diego and they had a much bigger yarn selection. So I honestly think it's just hit or miss depending on where you're from and where you are. So I kind of want to hop in there, and I want to see, I started the second panel and I'm almost done with it. Like, she is almost done, but I had to do just a cream colored panel because I ran out of this yarn. And I had this yarn for border on hand. And so I would like to continue this yarn. I mean, it's not like a huge deal because this is for my daughter and she's fine with it. She just likes that it's really soft. And this yarn is very soft. I will say, not that if you're a beginner in crochet, you can't use this yarn. It does hide the stitches, which is a good and bad thing. If you want really good stitch definition, I don't know if this is the best yarn for that. Maybe the cream colored does a little bit more stitch definition, maybe. But I will say it does, the fuzzies that are on this yarn while you're working with it will come off. I had fuzzies all over me, and I'm interested to see, because this yarn is washable and dryable. Oh my gosh, I can't talk today. It'll be interesting to see how it does in a normal wash and dry. And me personally, I like to get yarn that I can just throw in the wash and dryer. I know it's gonna pill. Most yarns, even yarns that say it's anti-pilling, I still feel like it still pills when you do a normal wash and dry. You should tumble it on a low cycle and not regular heat like I probably do, but I digress. So I'm hopping on here I've been wanting to start this crochet channel back up for years, but I did take a huge long break from crochet. I used to live in Nevada. We lost my husband's dad, and we came here to California, not by choice. I'm just giving like a small breakdown of, why. And just a lot has happened. So I just needed a break from crochet. And on top of that, I feel like where I'm at is definitely more warm year round. So not that we can't crochet when it's hot. I'm just saying it makes it less desirable sometimes when you have a hot project on your lap and it's hot outside. So I am totally a fall girly, and we do get some cold, months where we're at. So that's what I'm going to be doing today. I'm going to get my hair done, and that's why I'm like letting you guys see the before and after. It'll be really interesting. I am going, so far I am all going just one color. I got streaks in it, or highlights, last time that I went, and this time I thought, you know what, let's just go at one color. Let's just do it all like a chocolate or rich brown, rich chocolate color. So that's the plan so far. We shall see. I will let you guys see the after, and I think what I'm gonna do on the rest of the vlog, I'm going to finish this cardigan. Now, the caveat is, am I going to end up buying this yarn and doing the other panel like this, because it will take more time? Or am I just gonna stick with what I have going on, because I literally have 1 or 2 more rows left on this before I start making it into a sleeve and a panel. So that's the question. And I will show some footage of me going to Michael's, working on this. I do want to go over really quick. I mean, I'm already at 6 minutes. I am very chatty. So my plans for the channel is to create vlogs of me just making projects, working on patterns, tips and tricks, whatever it may be. I do have like a list of everything that I would like to make a vlog on. And I love hanging out with other people and working on stuff. So I do want to be more consistent. That is a goal of mine this year. And not just this, but a lot of other things. But I want to be consistent with uploading a vlog once a week, and then once a week doing a live stream. That is my goals for the channel. I do want to do tutorials, and I want to do vlogs. So I do want to mix the two together. I do plan on picking up my pattern writing again. It has been a long time. I did start a pattern, and for the most part, it is finished, but I haven't finished the piece yet. So the way I work a pattern, you know what? I might as well be working on this while I chat. The way I work on a pattern is I get an idea in my head, and while I'm crocheting it, while I'm making it, I will write down all the notes. So it's like a instruction manual for me. I have learned so much since I first started my journey in doing that. And that's also a goal for this channel, is I do want to start writing more patterns again. And then I also have a problem with, I don't know, what would you call it? Crochet ADHD? I don't know, but I have a problem with seeing a shiny new yarn or something that I want to work with, and then like, oh, I could do that with this yarn, or oh, I have a project in mind. I have a problem with starting projects and not finishing them. I am like amazing at that. So I would love to do a vlog where I finish all my works in progress, which I do have a little tote just full of baggies with works in progresses. And then some of them I may frog. You can't keep them all. So that is the plans for this channel. I hope that you guys enjoy this content. If you do, let me know. And I look forward to just, my goal always with this channel was to make it into something. I don't know what that something is yet, other than kind of just giving my mind something to do, something to work on. I will get into the backstory of that later on. a lot of stuff. So that is something that I'm kind of trying to figure out. If you have any suggestions or anything like that, let me know. I will say, for the most part, you're going to see more content of garments. That is mainly what I love to crochet. I will crochet other stuff, but garments are, they always, once I made my first cardigan, the first garment I ever made was my first pattern. I literally just did it. And I've loved it ever since. I will say it does have its own challenges. It takes a long time to crochet. It's not something that's a quick make, but I love it. I do love making crochet garments. So for the most part, that's what you're going to see on my channel. You're going to see a lot of crochet garments. Now, I do want to make like a scrap blanket. I do want to make a few headbands, and I always get these side projects that I like to do. I will say the least probably amount of stuff you're going to see on this channel is amigurumi. I am not a big fan of it. I will make it. I will kind of get the amigurumi bug every now and then, because the amigurumi themselves, they are super cute. I love, like, I made a loaf cat. It was cute, okay? But it's not my favorite thing to make. So I will do it. It's just not my fave. So anyways, I hope you enjoyed this vlog. It's been very chatty. Hopefully you got something to work on and you can just hear me blab about this channel or whatever. So, but you will get to see me finish this today. I will put that in this vlog today. Whether we finish with cream and we do like cream and this, we shall see. We shall see. So I will take you to Michael's. We'll come back. You'll see my new hair, and you will see what we're gonna do with this whole cardigan. Now, just a quick thing. I do have to leave. I do have to go get my hair done. I am thinking about writing a pattern on this. Now, I feel like the granny stitch is super simple when you're doing it, or if you know how to do it. To write it down in a pattern is, maybe it's just the way my brain is working, but I've seen other people say the same thing. It's not super simple to write, you know, the granny stitch. And I usually with my patterns like to be pretty detailed, even though I do put the skill level in my patterns, and most of the time I do feel like any kind of garment almost automatically gets labeled as intermediate to advanced, because you have to have and know your basics. You just, there are people, you're like me, you could just go ahead and make a cardigan, but I feel like you do need to know how to hold your yarn, how to make stitches, how to do single crochets, double. Like, you just have to know your basics. So I always label, even though I provide lots of photos and I try to be as detailed as possible, as intermediate to advanced. That way people are well aware when they buy the pattern, hey, I'm gonna need to know some stuff. And if I want to take on that challenge, which I very much do think that people should do that, you should challenge yourself. But it just makes them aware. It's not probably gonna be something that isn't challenging. So I do want to make a pattern in the hexagon, and I do want to make it to where I provide sizes. I have yet to find a pattern, and I don't look at them too often. I haven't had a lot of time. I don't think that there is a pattern out there. When I was taking my break and I didn't know if I want to continue designing, I don't think there's a pattern out there where they literally tell you how many rows to do or what size. They made, this is usually a made to measure pattern, and I honestly, truthfully see why people do it that way, because this one is challenge. It's easy, but it's also a challenge because of the way it's worked up. It's even on all sides. You have 6 sides, but the sleeves and your side will be the same. So if you don't want super baggy sleeves, you can't do just keep on adding until this gets to the size you want, because you'll end up with super puffy sleeves. So it's a challenging pattern. I mean, I understand why made to measure is a better option sometimes for this, but I do also understand some people, when they buy a pattern, they want you to tell them what to do. They want you to tell them and not have to think about what they need to do themselves. They just want you to walk them through it, and they want to be able to just read it and follow the instructions. So that's why that's honestly how most of my patterns are. I do get them pattern graded, I do get them tech edited, and I get them tested. It is very expensive for me to write a pattern, I'm not gonna lie. There's a lot of time and investment in my patterns, but I try to do it that way. That way it's more straightforward and people can understand it better, and they can just know when they buy my pattern, they're gonna have a number, they're gonna have a size they can work up, yada yada. Anyways, I gotta go. You guys will see me when my hair's done. You'll see some Michael footage and me finishing this up. I hope you guys are enjoying this so far. It's very chatty. I will be working on my crochet setup and space. There's a lot to do. There's a lot to do, but I'm not gonna let that stop me anymore, because honestly it has. Like, I've been wanting to do this forever. I have had other stuff that I have had to work on, and I couldn't do this. But now that I feel like it's the right time, I am just gonna do it. I'm not gonna stop. If you don't just do it at some point, you're never gonna do it. So anyways, I will see you guys later with the hair, the Michaels, and the finishing of the crochet soft, super soft hexagon. So see you in a bit. Around everything. That's insane. And my Michaels, anyways. Oh, there's the color I need. Okay, so they have more rows of yarn now than they used to. I was just talking about that. That's funny. So it looks like they are extending here. Interesting. I love this section. The yarn's so expensive though. I always use a coupon. Okay, everybody, so I'm back. This is the new hair. Isn't it crazy the difference from the before and the after? So I asked for like just one color. I did highlights last year. So I asked her if she could just do one color, and that's what we did today. And I am very happy with it. So after we did the hair, I went and got a bite to eat because I was super hungry, and then I went to Michael's. So you guys would have seen the footage before the rest of this vlog. And it's funny, I did show a part where I looked at the latte cakes had a certain, it was called red brick or something like that, I can't remember. But it was completely different, and you guys will see that, you know, before in the clip. It's like they did the white fuzzies instead of like the yellowish brassy ones. And I almost bought that. But I'm like, this must be like an error because I don't think it's supposed to be like that. So I ended up not getting it. I did hide it just in case I want to go back and get it, but I didn't get it. This is what I ended up getting, guys. I didn't even get this to finish another panel because I'm just like, I'm seriously almost done with the cream. So I decided to finish the cream on here with you guys. And then I've been wanting to get this for a very long time. This is called Caron Big Cakes. And this is the colorway chocolate. That is an interesting color or name for a color, but it's just got a lot of neutral tones, which I really like. And I've been wanting to make a cardigan in this. I only got one ball. I should have gotten two, but I didn't want to spend too much money when I have a ton of yarn just sitting there and a ton of projects. So I did get one ball to start it, but I cannot start this until other stuff is done. So let's finish the vlog working on the cardigan. I cannot wait to get this done for my daughter. Now, I'm figuring out how I want to construct it. I did watch some tutorials, and because like I said, this is my second cardigan, hexagon cardigan that I've made, and everybody does it a little bit different on how they add the backing and how they do the cuff. And so I kind of took bits and pieces and I did what worked for me. And then I also, a lot of the cuffing, like I like the balloon style. I actually prefer that on a sleeve because like, I just feel like it's more relaxed and more comfortable. I used to prefer a crochet cardigan with tapered sleeves, but now I don't like things tight on me. I like them loose. So I did write things down. I'll have to go back and reference it. And then I'm doing the ribbing for the cuff, and I'm probably gonna add ribbing around the bottom and the back. Well, not the back, but the opening for the neck around and around the bottom. So I did that in just a regular, this is, I love this yarn in antique white. And the reason I did that is I'm gonna run out of yarn But I also wanted something really, not saying that that's not sturdy yarn, I don't know. I wanted sturdiness to the cardigan, and then I wanted some contrast, which I definitely think that added some contrast to what I'm doing. Even with the cream, it's gonna add some contrast. So I'm gonna work on that on camera, and then I will show bits and pieces of it and then show you the finished piece. And yeah, that'll be the end of today's vlog. So let's get to it. Okay, progress. I have done my adding of the granny stitches onto the sleeve to extend it. Now what I'm gonna head on to is decreasing the sleeves, and how I'm gonna do that is a single crochet every other stitch row, a half double crochet, and then I start the cuff. So yeah, we are making progress. This is really cool. While I was doing this, I realized I was thinking about what I want to do when extending the back. If I wanted to just use the cream color on both the color side and the cream color side, or it popped up into my head, why don't I just use this? So what I think I'm gonna do is on the back, when I extend it, I will use this color. Hey everybody, so it is the next day. The ribbing definitely took a long time to do, which I kind of knew that already, but for some reason I thought I could just get it done that day, but it just wasn't happening. So my daughter tried it on, it fits great, and she absolutely loves it. It's super soft. And the funny thing is, my teenage daughter that never wants anything crocheted from me, because it's just not her style, which is totally fine, she definitely wants one of these. And what actually threw me for a loop is she wants it oversized. She never really wants things oversized. So here it is, and it is super soft, guys. If you want to do a hexagon cardigan in Caron Cake's latte, I definitely recommend because it's like hugging a blanket, and I love it. I will say it is not the cheapest yarn. If you can get it on sale or use a coupon. And I'm not totally sad about doing one side in this colorway and one side in the cream colorway. So it turned out great. I mean, I wasn't meaning to do that. It's just what I had on hand, and I wanted to do a latte cakes hexagon cardigan for a long time. So I just went for it. I said, okay, I'm just gonna do it. And I think the only changes that I would like to make personally, my tension in crochet is usually always tight. Even I just started to learn how to knit. I'm very, very new in that journey. So you may see knitting in this channel as well. I used a 6.5 and the yarn actually recommends a 6.5. So I always usually go up hook sizes because I crochet tight. So next time I do this cardigan, not that it really affected much of anything, I think that it would help it grow faster, obviously, because the stitches would be bigger. I think maybe it'll use a little less yarn. I don't know. Possibly. Depends. And it will help the drape a little bit. Not that the drape isn't good with this. I mean, it just looks like a fluffy cloud. So, but next time I think I'll do a 7. Yeah, a size 7mm hook. And then I will probably still do the ribbing. I did a 6, maybe I'll do a 6.5. So that's what I would change for me personally next time. I did figure out how to join them the way I wanted to join them. And then, like I said, I did the ribbing all the way around. And then I matched to the back. As you can see, I matched it with the cuff and the ribbing around. So I think that kind of tied it in a little bit. But that's the fun part about these cardigans is you can kind of just, you can be wild. You can do whatever you want with anything. But I just feel like these just have a persona about them where you could just go crazy, and the crazier the better. So anywho, I am gonna say bye to you guys for this vlog. I hope to see you guys soon. Like I said, my goal is to do a vlog once a week. I would like to start picking up tutorials and designing again. I have one pattern I'm working on. I have another pattern that's almost done. I just need to go through and make changes and get it pattern tested. And then I have so many ideas in my mind. It's bad. It's bad. But I'm going to take my time. I'm not going to rush anything. I'm going to kind of just slow it down a little bit, make sure that I want to crochet stuff that people will actually wear. I will say I do want to crochet like, excuse me, like this. I don't have enough to do another cardigan per se. Maybe if it was a baby cardigan, but I don't really have, I guess I do have a nephew that I could do this for, but I don't know. Cream, he's a boy. So, you know, stuff like this, it would be good to do like a scrap cardigan, I think, or cardigan or sweater. I tend to lean more towards sweaters. I don't wear a lot of cardigans, but I think my next video might be a scrap something or other because I'm dying to use up the yarn that I have. I'm trying to make myself use what I have before I could go buy more yarn, which we all know that's a challenge. So anywho, I'm rambling on. I don't want to make this super long, but thank you for joining me. Thank you if you decide you want to be along for this ride, see where it takes me and you guys. And yeah, I'm looking forward to the future of this channel.